Hello, my beautiful people. Hello, my collective. Okay, so what's tea? We're going to get into this, okay? Because I ended up having this large, sorry for hitting the mic, this large stream of consciousness like last week with the whole, it turned into like a big old fat high priestess gossip, but I didn't feel like I got everything going as I hear like thunder in the background. But now there are all these interruptions. I also feel like, I'm not going to lie, there is some absolute devil energy, and usually devil energy to me isn't necessarily a scary thing. It generally means like addictions and subconscious thoughts and negative thought patterns, that type of thing. But like this is straight up like there's someone practicing some Santeria or doing some prayer, like some actual, this isn't like evil eye, like I don't like them. This is someone going to a practitioner. And if you've been feeling, because here we are, right? We just went through. This is a timeless message, but I am filming this on the what would be the day after the blue moon, the first blue moon since 2021, which was in Pisces, which is the high priestess full moon, right? Like if there was any moon that anybody was going to be trying to do some type of wayward magic or something along those lines, this was definitely one of the moons that they were going to do it in. And I can definitely feel like if you're feeling very particular. So one of the things that I have, because I talk, and this is why, anyways, we won't go there, but this is why you want to keep, some things private to yourself. But I can definitely, because I know my own energy, right? So when something comes a knock in, when I have insecurities that I haven't had in years come up, and like I have spent like 20 minutes trying to get the right angle in here, and then feeling like I was having some, and I was like, oh, this is someone throwing magic, like some glamour magic, like they might be like, okay, well, I might not be able to stop them from getting the message out, but I might stop them from getting on camera if I like mess with their like possible insecurities or something along those lines. There is somebody that has been around you that has been taking notes and is going to a practitioner and telling them like, this is what I think they have the biggest issue with. So with me, because I've lost so much weight, I've lost over 160 pounds. That's definitely, so when I get a little magic on me, when I start feeling really insecure, or if I'm in somebody's house or in somebody's vicinity, like I can feel it because it's one of my, well, former big triggers. People feel like it's a trigger for me now, and I'm like, no, but I stay on top of things, right? That's one of those things that I realize that I really enjoy, staying under a certain weight. That's where I feel comfortable. I like, keep hitting my mic. Yeah, there's this, someone wants to try and like hit you in your insecurities. This microphone is kind of like, I have another reader, she's like my mama mentor back in the day, and it was the lawnmower, right? And it was like anything that would come up as an irritant. And I've had people that have mentioned so much back in the past, like how bad the audio quality is. And I was like, yeah, because I have a potato phone, and I still do. We're still on the potato phone. It's an iPhone 8, standard, nothing like sexy about it. And I need to have a microphone. But then when I get a microphone, everybody bitches about me. And so it's become like one of those, it's kind of like when you get into a marriage and like you have the same argument over and over and over again. Yeah, there's a lot of pettiness going on. And you know why? Because we are like full swing, right? In that, like it's about to close up that Venus retrograde, but everybody's in like rare mode with like the people, like, because all Venus broke down like what wasn't working in our lives, right? Venus showed you like, hey, like this person's a total douchebag. What are you doing with them? Or whatever it is. And everybody's dealing with the aftermath. And I had something written down at first, and now I don't even have it. Like it flew out of my head, and it was supposed to. So let's jump into this. 4 minutes in, we are going to find out. I'm going to actually get cards because I could just channel all day. It's been kind of wild. I've been clearing a lot of my energy, and it's been coming through. But I know, even as a newbie in the community, that the cards really did it for me. And even though I'm like, do I even need the cards? It's like, you're like, no, you may not, but I do. So we're going to get some. I'm going to check in with your energy really quickly. Pile number 1. Okay. Where is pile number 1? So you can just kind of pretty much tell in the first. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to say that you're paranoid, but you're definitely feeling like on alert. You definitely feel like there's something, we got to see serpent. There's something that you're not seeing. There's something that you're sensing, but there's not something that you're seeing. I think, oh, this is other people. Nope. They're like, this is you. Anything else, Spirit? This is the check-in. Yeah, if you feel like there's some shenanigans going on, and I'm talking about big, yeah, with the owl in reverse and the hawk in reverse, it's like something is unseen, because the owl is all about knowing, like intuition. There's something that's not going, that you cannot see. And then we have the hawk in reverse, also air energy. These are thoughts. These are like, somebody's not telling me the truth, because this is a person that, like, the hawk energy, when it's in the upright, it tends to be someone that like might have a military background or something, but they're definitely a person. They're not like eagle, like, ha ha, truth, but they're a person that like does what they say, right? They're a person that is a person of their word, and you are sensing that you are not seeing about this person. There's something about this person that you know that you're not seeing. You're just waiting for it, right? Waiting with the wolf. The wolf, when it's in the upright, is all about like, I know what's going on. I know the parameters. I know what's at my borders. I know what's coming in. I know what's going out. The wolf in reverse is like, there's something going on. I need to check my borders. I need to see if there's any like holes in the pocket. Like, I need to keep an eye on my little ones. Like, it's a very protective, and it can dip into paranoia, but I'm not getting paranoid off of this. I'm getting like a wolf that's on alert, right? So your senses are right on, because you're like, there is someone is keeping something from me, and I don't know what it is, and they're keeping it very, very sacred. And you like that. Yeah. So if that's you, 2 minutes in, then you're in the right pile. So let's see what's here, because it's like, okay, so I had some channeled message but I don't want to inject any energy into this, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to keep these as objective as possible, and then if something comes up, then it will. I know it's very jaded, but I don't want to. I'm not trying to lead anything, if that makes any sense. Messages for pile number 1, please. Wow. Okay. Wow. I can feel coming in the air low. I don't know. Oh Lord, the police, for sure. Thunder. There is momentum. This is a herd of buffalo across the freaking plains. You can feel the rumble. You can feel the vibration. This is what people can feel. With the Andean cross, this is a portal energy. This is like something is coming, something very big is coming. This is manifestation, right? This is like some 888 portal energy here, right? And with the momentum, and look, it almost feels like this wants to fit inside of there. Like when you're a little kid and you had those like block things where you like fit the right block into the right, like there was a star, there was like wood, and there was like a cage, like a pink cage ball thing or whatever, and it's like good for eye coordination for kids, and they match the shapes up and they push it in there, and then you take them all out and they do it all over again. That's what I'm feeling, is like this something. It's like a peg has found its notch, or because a peg doesn't go in a hole, right? Round hole, square peg. The square peg has found a square hole. Yeah, there's something that's clicking. There is something that's clicking for you. I want to know, because I feel like it's about a person or a situation. It might even be, it might be different for all of you. I'm like, what? Okay, this is why we have these decks. Okay, I had 3 decks put, and I'm like, why? Is this for you? What's the gossip? What's the tea? Is this like, okay, I'm going to get a little more information, because I'm wondering if this is something that you're about to witness. Pardon me. Excuse me. I keep there's all this negative energy. You expelled something from your kids. Talk about expelling. You can't make it up. We have the spirit dancer in reverse. Like, this is like moving forward with something. This is like, go away. Not today, Satan. And then we have the fairies of the future, right? Like all of this like opulence and like sexy time, all this stuff, it's in reverse. It's like there is no future. Not today. Like there is a, oh, that's what it is. because I'm getting a foot on the gas. And then I've been getting this momentum, and I feel like the wave is just like cresting right now. But then the other day, I also got something. I've been getting speeding bullet train. I've got that as a channel. And then I've got hitting a brick wall. Not literally, but someone like foot on, there are like foot on, and that's what I keep, like I was just getting, is like someone's foot is on the gas and someone on the pet. Yeah, someone braked and the other person just kept going, like karmic wise. Like they were like, oh, we're going to see this to the end, or they did something, or there's something here. Someone is incurring some serious karma and it's coming in fast. I thought, you know what? This is a dual energy. Oh gosh. Okay. Now I'm getting sliding doors, splitting energies. I feel like one person, like their good karma is coming in and they're about to get like whisked off. And I feel like the other person's karma is coming in and there's like about to be like oh, I'm getting like a manhole cover. Like this is gonna like cut like whatever they had going on, like their trajectory is being like they're getting stuck in the sewer of their own detriment, is what I'm hearing. Take that as confirmation. Okay, yeah. There's I think you've been like, I keep getting this whisked away energy. I feel like you are getting there might be like a quick and sudden change coming up for you very quickly. Where you thought you were going to be one place and all of a sudden you're going to be in another place very, very quickly. And I think this is the universe, like just trying for you not to like, I'm getting, and like when I was a flight attendant, you don't want to get caught in somebody else's, we call them contrails. I think that's the word. It's been so long, but it happened all the time when I was in Houston, flying in Houston, and we'd get like contrail turbulence, which is not good. You shouldn't be close enough to another aircraft to be, for your aircraft to be like, right? It's no bueno. And it's like cylindrical. I can't access that part of my brain. Anyways, it's not cool. It's very dangerous. And yeah, I'm getting contrails. Like I feel like the universe is like pulling you. I keep getting this like ejection seat out of something so you don't get caught up in like the energetic. Like now I'm getting like toward it. Okay, I'm getting like, you know, and I just channeled a title about like some behind the Wizard of Oz stuff, like someone behind the curtain. Yeah, I feel like somebody was trying to really pull some strings. Now I'm getting like this. I think they wanted a corn. Yeah, this is, oh, okay. I'm like, tip. Okay, this is very tactical narcissist. I want to isolate this person. Like maybe I'll rent them a house and I'll put them in my house and then I'll get them to do work for me and then I'll this, that, and the other, and getting like this like toxic Christian Grey now, kind of like, I know this is starting to get a little dark, but there's definitely a person that like went down the rabbit hole of trying to, and now I'm getting like tent stakes. Like you don't want a tent to fly away. And so they're like putting extra tent stakes. Yeah, this person might have like some, I don't know, like expert camping. I don't know. I'm getting all of this energy of outside of like trying to secure things and like wrap things and bungee cords and, you know, like layers and layers of something. Like, yeah, this is a person that's like, whoa, backing up out of that energy. All right, what's the gossip on you? You got away from this person. What's the gossip on you is that this person, like, I don't know, I think you might have uh, clued them in that you were clued in. And I think they just kept, because I keep getting this, like you put on the brakes. It's kind of like that somebody jumps on your car and they're like, stop the car. And you're like, okay. And you put the brakes on and they fly off and like go through a window shield. I feel like that's like where you're in, like suspended energy. Like somebody's about to like fly through a window shield and they don't see it coming. And I don't think it's going to be pretty. Why are there people talking about this? I feel like this is actually a very like private affair. Apparently it's not. There, like, I feel, okay, now I'm getting spectators. Do you remember the Muppets? Like the two guys that were like up in the seats. If anybody remembers the Muppets, that they were like watching at the theater, maybe they had binoculars. I'm getting people like from the, oh yeah, okay. These aren't people that are involved. There might be people like psychically tapped into the storyline. Okay, there might be something going on here. I was just in a situation where it's like another person's like immediate, you know, their readers and everything like that. And as soon as I tapped into that, I was like, oh, they're trying to tap in. I'm out. Backing away. Not even slowly, very quickly, right? And I feel like that came up for me because it's coming up for you. I feel like you have more than just regular like physical eyes on you. I feel like people are trying to keep tabs on you. I also getting with this owl though in reverse. I feel like whatever information they're getting is not. And getting red herring and scavenger hunt. Oh, I'm getting like corn maze. Like we got Halloween coming up, like a corn maze field. Like people are just kidding. Yeah, I feel like you're like super like Magneto helmet. Like nobody but people are feeling like they know what's going on with you, and it's like pretty. Yeah, I feel like you've got a couple of like really smart practitioners out there that are really just like schmoozing people for their money, right? Like giving them information on you that they can't. I mean, if they're not right, there has to be a six of pentacles on a level there for them in order for them to be able to tap into you, if they're even allowed, depending on your spirit, what your spirit team wants them to know about you or not. I mean, the spirit team will like slip them some information to get them all hot and bothered about something, like, oh my gosh, like they've got a new person coming in, I should like ride in on my horse or something, like the horse that I kicked the legs out of. And like, you know, I definitely feel that you are a person, whatever is going on, like the shenanigans that people are planning around you. I feel like you're very, I'm getting, again, this, I mean, this is just high priesty, right? Super blue moon energy where you're just like, really? Really? Okay. Okay. You're so cute. I really do. I get this like very unbothered. I feel like you just like spirited your way out. I keep getting the high priestess has left the building, right? Like if you've been watching me, that collective. So yeah, I'm like, do we get more? They're like, oh yeah, just a little bit more. Where are we? 17. I was not supposed to make these belong. I guess we're only doing 3 piles. And there may or may not be whatever you call it, thingies, words on the screen. Oh, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, total emotional manipulator. With the 4 of coins here in reverse, right? Like, yeah, no. I mean, this is like narcissist 101. I mean, everybody, there is a spectrum, right? We all have those tendencies. And I mean, I definitely had the capacity and probably was like a full blown on one very many years ago. And then I've worked through that. And that's, but like, this is definitely what you're dealing with. And I feel like you absolutely, if it wasn't clear to you before, which I definitely feel it is, I feel like this is High Priestess. Like, there's going to be something that comes up that's going to make it very, very clear to you. But I honestly feel, again, because this is a gossip reading, that this is going to become public in some way. And I don't feel it's because of you. I feel like these practitioners, there is something going on around. I feel like you are the eye of the storm. I feel like this person felt, yeah, that they were protected when they're I feel like you suddenly retracted your energy from someone with the 6 of this what flips up with the 6 of swords. Yeah, you're like, I'm moving on, and with a I'm like spitting all over the camera, and with a, yeah, you went, oh, but this reading wasn't that long, like, right, we had like a 7-minute intro, so it's not that bad. Okay, so let's get into pile number 3. They want me to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Pile number 2. Why? Pile number 2. It's okay. We need continuity. Okay. So I feel like the people, we might be getting into a groove here, that the people that are into, well, like you might get the same piles when you come over here. They're going to be way shorter. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be like toot sweet. That first one was very, I feel like, again, there's that narcissist, like, supply, like, give me attention. If you're not talking to me in person, like, I want to take up all of the energy and air and gas in your atmosphere from far away. Like, yeah, total vampire. Okay, here we go. Justify my love. That's like, I didn't even want to say it, but let's just check into your energy. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, what is going on here? Oh, okay, I see. There's two people here. I got a deer spirit here on the bottom, and then I have someone with the black egg in reverse, with the butterfly in reverse, with the cobra in reverse, and the unicorn in reverse. Everything is in reverse. So someone wants to talk, right? They don't want to be like this. Yeah, but I feel like they're like falsely magnetic. That's interesting. They feel they try and appear magnetic, but they really just want to like talk, and they want to tell like you everything about it or whatever. But like I don't know, there's something there. There's like this flippant kind of very I think they're just very empathic, and they know what people think about them, and so they're hypersensitive to it, and they're just used to being like innately in their body a people pleaser and don't know how to take it outside of their body. I can definitely feel that, because we do have this butterfly in reverse, and this is the person that's like, this is the way I am, that's the way I'm always going to be, I'm never going to change, I'm not going to this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah, like this is how I roll, like I've always thought this way and I'm just not going to change. And it's like, how's that working out for you? And then you have the cobra here, which is like totally like lack of trust issues, which is probably a reason why, but also you're a cobra in reverse, and you probably cause a lot of those trust issues in others and amongst yourself. Like this is a person that's like really like, you never know when they're going to lash out at you. You have to walk on eggshells. They can like just simmer under, or they can just be really like, I mean, I don't want to tap into, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I'm just saying I'm tapping into this energy because I know it very well, because I've been there. Right. So, and then we have the unicorn here where it's like, I don't feel special. Everybody's more special than I am. I feel like I'm special, but like nobody sees in it. And if they don't see it in me, then like, what am I worth? Like, there's a lot of deep seated, like, this is like parental wounds. This is like abandonment issues. There's a lot of stuff wrapped up into this card. And then there's this deer spirit, right? Like this is what's the gossip is that there is, I'm getting like Beauty and the Beast, but I feel like it's not from, I feel like it's from this person's internal, I feel like this is like somebody's internal gossip. Yeah, I feel like I'm inside somebody's, like I feel like I'm channeling through their like thought process of like, okay, so let's, okay, now that we're there, if this is resonating, or you think like you're connected to someone who might be having these deep seated feelings, I'm just going to go ahead and tap into the shamanic deck here, because I feel like there's definitely, I feel like it's deep seated. I don't think like it's anything that you've done or said or anything like that, but it's someone's internal like gossip. It's like who they're fighting with it. Anything like this is crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah. I got Beauty way in reverse. This person just their inner child is so wounded. Like they do not realize how lovely of a person they are. I feel like this person has been, they might have like a lot of childhood like repressed early. I'm getting like anal orifice stage, where we're talking about like from 0 to like 22 months, maybe like some trauma here. Trigger warning, I know, but there's definitely a sacral, there is a safety wound that I won't have my basic needs met, and in fact my basic anything like my like being a sacred being, human being, has been violated. This is and this is hard. Okay. I don't mean to be crass about it or anything like that, but we don't have victims here. We have people that like, we work through these wounds, right? We are not responsible for the things that grown people that were growner than we were at that time like did to us, right? So this is like definitely something, again, I did not mean to jump into that, and I apologize if I have triggered anybody, but again, I do put the trigger warnings on here because a lot comes through, because I'm talking to people that are either a little bit more evolved or want to be more evolved, and like sometimes just to be triggered into like remembering some things and then crying through it and then forgiving people and then walking in light, right? This is the way of the high priestess. There, you don't become a high priestess because you're just like pretty or good at it. You become a high priestess because you had to go through all of the stages, like you are so hardcore, right, that nothing surprises you. And this is definitely a person that's internal gossip that is trying to This is someone that is fighting with their subconscious. They're no matter how old they are, whether they're 20 or they're 80 or 60 or somewhere in between, they are finally like acknowledging that like maybe what they like went through, instead of just like that's the way it is, it was like kind of really messed up. And like yeah, you can point the finger, but then when does the finger stop? Like where does the buck stop here, right? I don't know if that's Lyndon Johnson, I don't know. But that being said, this person is just like, oh my gosh, with the ancient ones, but they are protected. If you are this person or you're going through this or you can empathize with it, I obviously can because I've been here before. But it's this I just kept parental wounding. It's like it is, and forgiveness. This is where they are. This is, I feel like this person's somewhat gone through their dark night of the soul. I feel like they're coming out. They're like on the other side of it, but there's a lot. I mean, right? Like it's not just like a summer, dark night of the summer, and then you're over it. This is like a years of like unpeeling the onion and then crying about it and then cutting away the dead stuff and like peeling it again and like, oh, I thought I went through, I thought I fixed that. Or maybe I'll just like for me, I was like, I'll just stop dating people and then I won't have to work through my relationship issues because there isn't anybody in my life. Like that just makes more sense. And now I'm having to go through like, yes, I've done like all the work mentally, but now I'm having to actually put it in practice. And so I feel like there's definitely the gossip on you. I'm like, oh my gosh, we've gone all over this place. Is I feel like this is spirit team. Yeah, like I'm getting this keeps coming up, like this intervention. It's like it went from you in that dark, deep place and then the words, and then it's like coming up, and I feel like you're releasing it. I've been burping so much, and then it's like this. I feel like it's a very quick transformation that's going through with somebody. Somebody might have like taken a vacation or just like checked out or did a digital, detox or something like that, or went on a road trip, something along those lines where like some things were be able to be released. And then let's talk about releasing. If you have any Pisces placements, and especially if you have any Saturnian placements, right? Because Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. Like this was a big, fat, big moon release, blue moon. Like this is like, if you didn't catch this wave, this portal wave of this blue moon, I'm talking about like, this was like, if you did this, this is a karmic cycle, right? This is a big deal for anybody that's got really, really big Piscean placements, for Saturn to be in there and to have this moon and to go through. Like if you haven't noticed, right? There's a little karma being dealt out, and we're not even halfway through it, right? And eclipse season still hasn't come back up. So there's just a lot, and I feel like you're going through a lot. And internally, again, I feel like this is an internal dialogue, and like maybe not even knowing if you have a spirit team or if there's people that you can talk to. Maybe you're getting to the point where you're like, should I be praying or should I be talking? Like, should I just be like having a conversation? Because like I stopped praying because I was like, they're just right there. I don't have to like, please listen to me. They're just like, yeah, we're listening. Everyone, Jesus, God, everybody, they're all there. Like, it's not like, did you hear my prayer? Like, what are you like? And they're like, we want to communicate with you, whether it's through tarot, whether it's through cooking, whether it's through motion, whether it's through, sweating or sex or whatever it is. Like, you're always, regardless of what you believe and what you claim as your own, the universe. And that's why I like using that universal word, because whatever you believe in is always trying to connect with you and give you the right. So it can't be like, well, I guess I'm just not the right religion, so that's not going to work for me. No, that's not how this works. Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's this acceptance of self right now. I'm really digging you, pile two. Like this, and this was titled "Justify My Love," and I feel like it's like you're justifying your own love for yourself. I feel like you're getting more comfortable with saying like no to people and putting your boundaries up and saying, I like this. I like tuna, but I don't like salmon. Or I just that and the other. And it's just like, whoa, like these little things that you never thought that you would like bring yourself into to say like yes. Or somebody's like, hey, do you want to go out to eat? What would you like? And you're like, I'm feeling this, but maybe not this and whatever. And they're like, kind of picky. And I'm like, well, you asked. If you didn't want to get the answer, yeah, you're speaking up for yourself, but I don't think that, I feel like you're being very assertive and not aggressive. I like it very much. Wow, that pile number one's energy is really reaching. There might be a correlation here. I'm not telling you to go back over there, but there's definitely like, and this just might be you like detaching from something, but there's this reaching. I got that in another reading, like that high priestess one where there was this like people's hand coming through the dirt, like very like crypt keeper wise, like trying to like, oh, or the crabs in the bucket, like, please, no, stay down here with us, right? Like, you know, how dare you have a work ethic? It makes us feel like crap about ourselves. Okay, sounds like a you problem. Yeah, you know what I feel like you've really healed through? I'm like, now I just want to like, what you've healed through is your guilt. I think you've dropped your guilt. We're gonna get a little of the Fae here because they've really been present in my life, and I feel like they just wanted to talk. Singer of the Chalice! What a beautiful freaking card for you. This is, you are in full receiving mode. The Chalice versus the, you know, the whole receiving and the giving, you know, the 18 plus action there. But this is the Chalice. This is receiving. This is saying, okay, I'm going to stay in flow. I'm going to float downstream. I'm going to listen to the will of the wisp. I'm just going to go down the garden path wherever the universe decides to take me. Okay, I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Give it to me. Sock it to me, spirit team. This is the gossip, is like, oh my gosh. This is like, I feel like, I mean, did we just go through like a childbirth? I feel like we did. This internal thing, that's the gossip. Oh, that's why people can't talk about it, because people don't know what's going on with you, but there's something different. That's why there isn't this external chatter. It's this internal chatter. It's the chatter of the universe. It's like 5D chatter, right? This is your oversouls and like all of these like angels that are just like, yes, go, cheater, ruha. Why am I saying woo-ha, not ruha? There's a message there. But yeah, that's why there isn't this, because nobody knows what's going on with this internal, because you're like, I'm receiving. I'm not in this action mode. I'm not giving my energy to anybody. I'm sucking it up. I am, right? Maybe you're learning the power of the word I am. Maybe you're understanding the meaning and like the actual like manifestation power of I am. Maybe you're really being careful about your language. Maybe you're realizing that like you have manifestation powers. Maybe you are starting to experiment with your manifestation. Maybe you're like, I want to see a glass with blue vase, you know, a blue vase with glass. If you listen to Abraham Hicks and you start getting into like really like the law of attraction type of energy where you're just letting go, you're just like, that sounds like that would be really cool. And then all of a sudden it happens like 24 hours later. Maybe you're just really being intentional about the energy or the people that you're around, or maybe you have decided to cut things out. There are so many things. There's so much going on, right? Do you see the stream of consciousness? What I do know is that you are in flow. You are in the pocket, my friend, and it is sexy and it is magnificent, and you are magnanimous to yourself and no one else. And when you are true to self, people are like, oh no, you got to be true to everybody else in the universe. And they said, no, when you were true to self, when you take care of this vessel, energetic receiving vessel, that's when the universe also brings in that beautiful energy for you. Super sexy, super hot, 333 on the frickin' clock. I love it. All right, we're gonna only do one more. Okay, I hate this song, I hate this band, but this is the next one. It is Keep Playing Games with My Heart. Is that In Sync or something like that? I don't know. Some boy band crap. But that's what I have for pile. It's supposed to be pile number 4, but pile number 3, Noah's Ark. I think that just might end up being like a collective reading. Pile number, I'm like, I want to call you 4, but it's 3 now. Like, yeah, I'm not doing another one. I can feel it. But yeah, it's like almost like this joint. I got the frog. I didn't get the frog. I got the lizard. Oh yeah, the frog and the lizard. This is amphibious. Okay, now I'm getting like someone that's like going from like land to sea, like a tadpole. Pardon me. Oh, look how big that burp. I'm sorry. And I didn't even have, I'm only drinking regular water. I'm not even drinking my club soda. It's like really like this huge release. I'm getting like tadpole like in the water, like, and now like they're getting their like amphibious like little legs like on the beach, but they're not quite like the frog to like jump off and like find their own lily pad. I don't know. There's this very like out of the cocoon, but very like ah. I can't, what's the guy? Is this the gossip on you? I feel like this is someone. Oh, did you leave someone? I'm getting half baked, but like half baked in the oven. Pile number 3. I'm getting easy bake oven, but like the corn getting yanked out like halfway through the baking process. And like I wouldn't eat those. They haven't been getting this. I did this in my catering job, and I was like, do you really want to eat the chicken that's been sitting out for 3 hours in the danger zone? I don't want to be like Safety Susan, but like that looks like a freaking 8-hour poop show to me. Everybody kind of thought about it, like, because you're hungry, right? Oh my gosh, the light just turned off. How did the light just turn off? How? Did it get undone? Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh, it must have gotten unplugged. Oh, that's wild. Okay, there's something there. What were we Okay. Yeah, no, I'm getting a I'm like, okay, I'm getting a group scenario here. They don't know if you like them or if you hate them. Keep playing games with my heart. Okay, this isn't a romantic thing. I think you were okay because this has been coming up. So like again, I'm in it, so I can relate to you, and I'm picking up on it hardcore. It's like I think you were in a scenario where people were just getting to know you, like maybe a new club, maybe a new church, maybe a new job, work scenario, something along those lines. That you were like super like excited and super friendly and super like just like boom, ready to be here. And then people were like not awesome. And so I think you subdued, yeah, I'm getting subdued yourself to not to necessarily fit in, but like, yeah, it's like, okay, well, I mean, when in Rome, I'll just, and I think you did, and you've taken people by surprise. I think they were expecting you to show up as you did in the energy that you did before, and you're like, I'm just reading the room. And I think they really enjoyed that about you. But at the same time, it's like, I think you're really starting to understand what people, yeah, let's go with the flow when we get the, as I'm like talking and channeling, like you've decided to just go with the flow. You might have been this rigid person where it's like, this is the way I am and that's the way I'm going to be. And I think you're like, just like, I just want everybody to get along. I just want to make some money. I just want to like have fun. I want to get the project done. Let's get it, let's, we're all here. And you're just like, let's lie, die. And I think people are just like, I think also I keep getting this like people wanting to put you in a box. And I think that you were just in this box. And I think you're just sitting right here with confidence. With confidence. Okay, because I was going to say, because usually this card is about someone getting your confidence. But this is like confidence. They want to come out. It's like, no, you are confident. You are aligned. You are, again, this water. You're emotionally adept, not just emotional EQ, right? You can, people can have emotional EQ. Doesn't mean that they're able to adjust and facilitate a different like scenario or work with people they've never worked with or anything like that. Just because you can see it doesn't mean that you can navigate it, right? But you navigate it very well, very aligned, very professional, very upfront, very, this is like, yeah, I feel people are like understanding that you're like on the up and up as well. Up and up is like you're not there to like play any games or whatever. I'm like, is this you or is this another person? I feel like this is, it's like, what this is, this what they felt about you, or what this what they feel about you? Yeah, no, no. There's definitely some people in there that have got some squirrely energy. They have some. There are a couple people in there that are very attracted to you. That's the gossip. Like we've got fox in reverse. It's like the fox in the upright is a little squirrely, right? Like they're like smart and like able to navigate this, that, and the other. But fox in reverse is like a magician in reverse. This is a master manipulator, and they might be like very, very good looking too, and they're just absorbing you. I was gonna say absorbing you. Somebody might have access to your like social media or some type of access to something because I feel like maybe yeah, because like this is like I've got something in my pocket maybe that nobody else knows about you or something. Like maybe they have some information they're able to like look you. I don't know. I'm getting like some snoopy ass energy right here with this. I'm gonna observe, but I'm just gonna like I'm here like the fox and the hen type of like with my bushy tail in the bushes like waiting to pounce. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, over the details, this person might really be looking into you. I'm not gonna, that's the gossip. Like other people might have noticed this too. I don't know because it's like, why are people talking about it? Well, you got this raccoon. Yeah, like you're in and you're out. Like they don't know. Like your raccoon in the upper is like very creative, like just doesn't like really give a lot of people their energy, right? They just come out like they're very dexterous and they're like, they go back in. But like in reverse, they're like secretive. They can be really destructive. They like people don't know. They can be like thieves. You're like had a cabin and like raccoon, like they can gang up on you. So I feel like people didn't really know what's going on with you. So like what did they think? I'm like it's all about energy, like people energy right now. I'm like it's just like this card wants to keep. No, we're gonna get. Oh yeah, with the cheetah, you're fast moving energy. People can't keep up with you. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're doing. These people are very. I don't want to. I feel like they're just stagnant. They do the same thing. They're very rote. They watch the same things. They talk about the same things. They do the same things. They see the same people. Right? They stay primarily like not. They might travel, but like in their head, they stay in their zip code. If that makes any sense, right? And they see you as just like maybe they also think like as like a fast moving energy. Like I mean, obviously cheater or whatever, but like you're gonna like a flash in the pan. I also yeah, I feel like there's this catching up energy though that people. I am gonna look at this, but I am gonna like. Well, you're blowing some people's minds here. That's interesting because that's like a third. That's a like that's a big like a psychic like people. Oh, okay, people are starting to realize who you are. I don't know, like if you were again, I'm getting this energy like people don't really know who you are, and I don't feel like you give it up to a lot of people. Figuratively and spirit. Yeah, there might have been like because I said that you don't give it up to a lot of people. People might have thought that you were going to be like that person that's like flirting with everybody or something like that. I definitely get that energy just the way I look. And because I'm friendly, people will assume that I'm flirting. And it's just like, no, it's called, I don't know, common courtesy. And I have a sunny outlook on life. So yeah, like what's the gossip on that? I'm like, now we're into it. I don't want to do the fourth pile, but this is good. It's good. The hunter. Oh yeah. And that came out in the like they don't know if you're a hunter or not. The hunter energy is like someone that's like super judgmental or like comes after you, and it's like you know what I mean. It's like Karen on steroids, or in the reverse. I feel like this is like an energy of both ways. Like you don't trust them, they don't trust you. You don't know anything about them, but I think it's like one against one. I feel like all these people are like got their energy all over you, and you're like I'm just with the eagle. Oh yeah, with the truth. Yeah, I do. I also feel like you're very succinct, right? I don't feel like you're like needing to feel like you got to smoke anybody's pole. So like, yeah, no, I'm definitely getting this energy. Like you're not like sucking up to anybody. Like you're just gonna say what's on your mind. Like I don't feel like you have any like agenda here, where other people with all of this rigmarole think about you might have an agenda here. But here, I feel like they're just like you feel like you're very honest, and when you say something, you're like actually right. I'm also getting more energy here, where I feel like there are definitely people that are like luminous warrior, that's nice underneath her, but there's definitely people that are looking into your background or something like that, or checking out your LinkedIn. We got a wild woman. Yeah, they're realizing. I think you don't show a lot of the side of yourself to a lot of people. I definitely don't. I'm like, you get to earn that side. You're like, if not, I'm going to be professional. I'm going to be lovely. I'm going to be all those things, but you don't get party Mara. You don't get fun Mara. You don't get loyal Mara. You don't get any of that Mara until like you earn it. Like I do not give people the benefit of the doubt anymore, right? Like it's just like it is what it is, right? So you have this wild woman, like, and I think this is also there's this loner vibe to you, like, but I also feel they're like you have this headdress. It's like you're not alone. You've got all of it, like you're like insulated. I feel like that's what it is. You're insulated. I think people are looking see if you had a backbone. Oh, that flipped out of my hand. It's like they want to cover it down. Like, oh, don't, yeah, don't show that side of you. Yeah, you're definitely in an area like this might be just a place that's like super conservative, right? That's never seen someone like you, or is just really irritated with how like you might just be a free spirit, or like myself. People get very uncomfortable when they find that I'm, a digital nomad, right? Or like they think all of these things about me, and I'm like, I live out of 2 suitcases. Like what you see, this is thrift store clothes. Like I wear the same stuff. You look at I've been wearing the same clothes out of the same 2 cases for like 2 years now, and people still assume that I have this huge, like, and it's called like, no, I've got, just because I'm, for the most part, no roots, doesn't mean that I have to like sacrifice style and like dignity. Even when I lived in my car and I had to live in my car, like I did not look like I lived in my car. Because if you live in your car and you look like you live in your car, people will assume that you live in your car and they'll stalk you and they'll be crazy fans. But if you look like you're just another lady from right down the road from the golf course going to your car, more than likely they're not going to try and follow you to the parking lot that you're sleeping in that night. Okay. So yeah, I feel like you're definitely a person. I can feel this energy where you're like, you have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea what I've lived through. And if you did, you wouldn't less a day in my shoes. So come at me. And I feel like there's this undercurrent, this wild woman, like, yeah, like I don't have any like heart, throat, chakras wide open, and this is the gossip. People want to say, they want to call you, like, I know people are like, oh, all of a sudden they want to put me as an angry black woman. No, I don't get nasty with people. I get precise. Right? And I don't come at people until they really come after me. And when they come after me, then I just adjust. That's how I feel, you right? There is this, you are the wild woman, but it's a controlled chaos, right? It is a controlled chaos. This is sexy as all get up. I love this energy, pile 3. I think you're always my pile. I love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So happy to spend this time with you. And woohoo! Good. Congratulations, everybody getting out of that moon. If you want personal readings, they are down below on the Fiverr platform. We're coming up on another one. When I get to it. But I love y'all so much. And see you on the flip. Bye.